Hey, it's Sunday morning, and it's the 4th of August, and this will be short. And This is in response to current events and a complaint because you don't get to tell me what I do, and the points that you brought up about my comments about race are just stupid. That's why I talk, okay? You got no point. If somebody white said that they'd be called, man, you don't understand the complexity of racism. It's not just about who says what. Okay, there's a historical element here to the disadvantage built in socially, structurally, not just in this country, but in many places, okay, which is where my outrage is coming from, and you will hear about it. Just don't watch. Go away. Okay? That's where I'm at, I don't care enough already. Who the fuck do you feel me? I've dealt with this all my life. Fuck you people. We don't want to hear about it. Shit, jump into my shoes and tell me about it after that. Shit pisses me off, And then, like one of the other commenters brought up, the mess that just happened in El Paso. Then I wake up this morning and hear about what, Dayton? Who's doing the shooting? Who's getting shot at? Okay? All right, so I don't want to hear no bullshit about, we don't want to hear about it. Go to another channel. Gotta make it real fucking easy, okay? Siesta by Miles Davis. Soundtrack to a film. This is primarily Marcus Miller, really. It's and it says it. Miles Davis, Marcus Miller. I like it. It's got that 80s DX7 type of sound, which has not aged well. But I love Miles, and I rather like Marcus Miller's work as well. This is going to be a short one. I felt the need to say something because I won't be shut up. And I don't mind hearing from you folks complaining because I listen to what you say, but you don't have a point. You don't have a good point for me to change what I'm doing. That's what I'm saying, okay? Flying Lotus. Cosmogramma. Y'all know this. This is really, really very cool. Brilliant. It's brilliant. It's like something new. Here is something from my dogs. Steve Jansen and Richard Barbieri, who were in the band Japan. Love their work, and then as you know, Richard Barbieri was in Porcupine Tree. This is a live album. Lumen, which was released long after the fact. Steven Wilson of Porcupine Tree is on guitar here. Excuse me. I like this, but I'm going to be honest. I think that really one of the weak points of the music here is Steve Wilson's guitar playing. And it was my following Steve Jansen and Richard Barbieri's music that led me to Steven Wilson. Okay? So my esteem for their work is still, I guess if I have to say it, it is higher. But on here it kind of shows where Steve hasn't quite caught up to them in the level of his artistry to my ears. But I love this music and I love these artists, Richard Barbieri and Steve Jansen. I played a couple more things yesterday. It was kind of busy. I forget what I did yesterday. But I played this, Mon. It's on the Compact label. It's very repetitive electronics. I'm not sure there's a genre for this stuff. When I first bought this, I was disappointed. But last night I enjoyed it. It's repetitive and textural. The textures change and move And that's what is compelling about this. M-O-H-N. Someone mentioned that they thought that I had amassed quite a collection and made it a really assumptive thing. They said a really assumptive thing, assuming that I pay rent. Do you know that? Well, of course you don't. So why did you say it? I own this house. I worked like a dog and almost lost my life twice on my job. I ended up in the ER on 2 different occasions where my head almost exploded with strokes related to job stress in the mental health field. I got out while I could, barely made it, okay? So that's my situation. I always wanted these records. My parents taught me, you know, because, again, the race thing comes up. It's not a fair playing field, so you better get a place to, better have a place to live, take care of yourself. So I did that. I almost lost the house because I got behind on taxes. I don't rent. That's why the old saying, people making assumptions, when you assume something, you make an ass out of you and me. I'm not saying the person said something wrong. It's just that, it's a perfect point that the person just said, as though they know that I rent. They don't know. People say stuff like this all the time. The other complainer about me talking about race feeds into my being irked this morning. So just let me get it out, okay? Just in general, a lot of what I see in this world is that people who really, I don't want to say this insultingly, it's going to be an insult, but it's true. A lot of people who just really aren't qualified or just don't know what they're talking about are the ones that we hear from. Could that include me? Yeah, see? I'm not completely full of shit. I'm trying to be honest, I'm just as flawed as everyone else, but don't come flinging bullshit at me, telling me what to say. And then the other thing, please don't take it personal. I thought I'd use it as a point to say how we make assumptions and say things like we know them, and we don't. Mrs. Beastly. This is a 12-inch single remix, a remix single by Meitz, M-E-I-T-Z, where he's taken a recording from 1974 by the German band Mrs. Beastly and remixed it and turned it into something really ultra cool. One side is the remix, the other side is the original track by Mrs. Beastly, an original, featuring some really nice flute playing. Meitz and Mrs. Beastly. Someone was playing this online and showed it, and I couldn't remember what it sounded like, so I put it on. It's like, wow, this is really good, particularly side 1. Hyperborea by Tangerine Dream. Really enjoyed this. No Man's Land, first track. Really enjoyed that. Hyperborea. And this is another record that Anthony Ferraro gave me, the Nectar Live. It's a reissue. I discovered that it's actually on purple vinyl. If I hold it up to the light just right. There you can see it's purple. I do like Nectar. Once again, the thing I like the least about the band is the vocals. But I like Nectar. Tab in the Ocean is my favorite. Just popped this on last night. Ended up playing it like 3 or 4 times in a row because both sides are just incredible. Love Will Tear Us Apart. What a classic song. But the B-side, These Days, that song, great. I mean, it's a blueprint for the sound of the band Interpol. Classic. Love Will Tear Us Apart. And here's something that was sent to me that I just decided to keep and come back to. And I played it last night, and I'm glad I kept this. Really enjoyed it last night. It kind of creaked and crackled along. People of the North, Steep Formations is the name of this. People of the North, Steep Formations. This probably would be labeled as post-rock. It's instrumental. It grinds and it slowly heaves across the floor, and it's really cool. I like this. Again, I do have a strong sense of self-respect. I do like my own opinion. I can come off cocky. So the fuck what? Y'all take it easy.